Alright guys, what's up? We're over here at my friend Travis's house and he's gonna show us his lawn care setup. Y'all already seen the box truck, so we have that, which is awesome.
The Walker Super B, it's an older unit, but I got it used with 700 hours on it for $4 grand, so
this thing is awesome.
You can't really beat that as much as they cost new, and it's...
These are big tires on here. Let's see, they are 23-inch tires, so they're very big.
This is the fastest lawnmower I've ever driven in my life. It is ridiculous. It will like spin the tires, but I think it'll run like 17 miles an hour across the ground. Fast enough to make all of the wheels go like that when you're going too fast. But
yeah,
they're, you know, I love this thing. It's a 52, and whenever you need to check the blades and everything, it's super easy. You just pull 2 pins and you pivot the whole thing up and check it and everything. Not that anything happens. And this is actually a non-interference deck. Most of the walkers, the blades cross paths.
Okay, so it's not timed.
No, this is not. It's actually belt driven, and it has probably the weirdest belt that I've seen in a long time on a mower. But it actually is designed to twist, and like, I mean, it says belt twist here on the routing. So I mean, that is how it's made. But
it's cool.
It's just, but it works pretty good. We haven't had too many issues with it. It's a 29 horsepower actually.
How long have you had this one?
I've had it for right at a year.
I gotcha.
Right at a year, and I haven't had too many issues out of it. It started making like a valve ticking noise, but I think that was just it. My dad, I took it over to his house and he put some conditioner in there and it stopped doing it. So we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that was it. But
yeah, I gotcha.
But the only thing I've done is I put a muffler on it. It is an older unit. It's from I think it's from 2012.
It's cool. It even has a O2 sensor like a car and everything.
Oh yeah, it's EFI and everything.
EFI,
so I mean, it's pretty. This is actually a Kohler 26 horse that Walker takes and bores out to a 29 horse.
Oh wow!
So that was how they got the 29.
Yeah, it does say 29 on here.
And it's not enough power, but it's pretty cool. And then one thing that's cool is the belt engagement for the blades.
Oh wow!
There's actually 3 separate belts, and all of this is pretty much this was the first model of the walkers, and then they started doing the H, and they call those high performance or high cutting. But you can change all of these belts by hand. You don't need a single tool. Everything just pops off.
Oh, wow.
And you can
take them off pretty easily.
You can change the blade belt, you can change the hydro belt, the blade belt on the deck. You can change, you know, it's super easy to work on. You know, as you can see, it's a lot more accessible than a standard walker.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So,
yeah, that's sweet.
I can, because I got my other walkers in the shed. I can show you that one.
Yeah, we'll look at that one too in a minute.
Compare them a little bit.
Let's go up and show the setup, the rest of it.
So this is pretty thought out. I kind of grew up doing this, but I always put the weed eaters and stuff this way because whenever I bring them up on my shoulder, I always got the motor in front of me. So I just kind of put them up there, and I use the most common thing on top, and then the least used goes down. Yes, this is brand new Echo trimmer, and I love it, but I'm just kind of holding off on it until everything else dies.
I gotcha.
Before I move on to it, but.
Yeah, that's neat. So you just do the most used on top, and then as you
because
the less you use the items, you put them down lower.
I lock everything up with this trucker chain, and these padlocks are the best ones that we've come across. And actually, that goes through the frame and is welded onto the frame. So good luck if you want to steal them. And then we kind of, this is a little unorganized.
Yeah, I like this. Nice.
No, I kind of put these racks on there and everything, and this was a box that my dad bought at an auction for like 20 bucks a long time ago, and we just held on to it. But I put all of my stuff in there, and you know, older equipment uses lots of oil, so you need lots of oil, but you keep all the tools with you that you could ever possibly need. And I try to put my chemicals in here. It's kind of an anti-spill thing, so if we start to leak, we're all good. But and I keep the shears in there and everything.
Chainsaw, whatever you might want or need.
There's a lot of the houses out here, they drop some monster branches. You come there and look, and it's like a tree, and I keep a lock on this guy too, so everything tries to stay locked up. And when I bought this truck, none of this stuff was in here. I built all this, and I keep the come along in here too. Oh yeah. I heard that you had an encounter with one of those.
I keep one in now in my truck too. It's in my back seat.
Oh yeah. And this is the Turf Tracer.
This is awesome.
This bad boy, it's the 48, and I got the mulcher plate that I'll just bolt on the side of it, but right now it's side discharging. But
yep,
I just kind of bolt it on there when I need it because it's not very often. But this thing is, I mean, it's bulletproof, and honestly, 80% of the usage of it is not mowing. I get on here, you can see all the witness marks on the tank. I actually put the weed eater on right there, and I'll put the leaf blower on my back, and I'll ride down the driveways.
Oh, I gotcha.
With the blades on. So a lot of my houses, they got driveways that are like 100 yards long, going straight down a big hill, and that's trying to work as easily as possible.
Oh yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, I'll just ride around and do that, and I'll put sticks. The trash can. Actually, that's why the bungee cord's on there. I set it onto the deck and just bungee it on there, and I'll just go around and fill it up with sticks and stuff. And I used to have a 30. Still have it, but it's an old belt drive 36 that I put on here 2 years ago, and I not once used it. And I went to crank it up one day to use it, and it didn't work. So I was like, well, I guess we just won't keep it on the truck. So that's actually nice. I put my sticks and stuff there, so I'll just throw stuff on there. And I had a nice commercial Honda push mower. I really like it, and I hit a pole with it, and I bent the crank on the motor, so it kind of conked out on me, and the new motor on that was more than this whole mower.
Right.
So I just went and bought this one because I needed something, and I actually like this one 10 times more because, for one, it's half the weight.
So it's light to move or maneuver around with it.
Two, I can fold it. You can't fold the commercial one.
Oh, I gotcha. Major,
I mean, for my
save
situation,
a lot of space.
Yeah. I mean, now I could put one in here, but when I had the 36 in here, I mean, it went up flush. I mean, you can see these. I put these little plates on the floor right there to kind of lock everything into place, and that works out really good. I've never had anything move, and the walker, it'll kind of bounce around side to side sometimes, but And I just kind of, this is like catch-all, it gets all the junk. This is the extension tube for the echo blower. I don't know if you've ever used one, but it's like 8 feet long, and I'm not 8 feet tall, so it's very...
I have mine with that section on.
Yeah, it's so hard for me to use it with the long extendo on it, so it's just, for like the way I ride on the mower and blow, it's awesome having the exit that high up.
So you got...
This is the big daddy.
Oh, the 9010.
Yeah, this is the big
daddy. And then you
daddy.
have a little 600.
This is 600, and most of this handheld equipment was stuff that my dad had, and then he got new stuff because this all quit running, and he's not very mechanically inclined. So I took, and like every single thing I've had to like repair something on it. Everyone had to have the valves adjusted, like for sure. But beyond that, they all needed a little bit of something. So all this equipment is older stuff. But I mean, it starts up first pull, sometimes second pull if it's been sitting for a little while. But I haven't had too many issues with it because it's. I mean, honestly, some of the older equipment's better than the newer stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like how you made your gas can holder here.
Yeah, just 2x4s.
So you got 2x4s, so that way it wouldn't squish or anything.
Yeah, those things, you know, whenever I get done, they're actually nice and full. But I just take, you know, plop them in there. And whenever the gas prices get a little bit high, we got a chain and a lock on them too.
Lock the gas cans.
So, oh man, I'm growing up working in Atlanta. You learn to lock everything like this. I mean, there's the big bolt going through the frame there. Everything's locked up with the big trucker chains, and this is the premix can. I had to. You gotta mark those. You'll get confused eventually.
Absolutely.
Fire extinguisher.
Oh, then tell about this real quick. Sorry, I kind of jumped ahead too much, but.
No, this is for doing the mosquito treatments, and it's the...
a lot of people getting into mosquito treatment too. That's pretty cool.
It's very profitable. I think this is the 450. This is the bigger one. There's two versions of this, and I figured, you know, there's only $150 difference. Let's go ahead and get the bigger one.
Oh yeah, I see it has like the 450.
And I don't even run the thing on the end of it, the diffuser, because this thing will shoot a mist like 50 feet. So I mean, I can just walk around the house and just blast everything into the woods and onto the bushes. Because most of the mosquitoes you're spraying like in shaded areas, like ivy, and then in bushes and stuff like that. But they're great units. This little switch doesn't last very long, so I just kind of put me a little PEX valve on there, and that's worked great. And I've recently switched to organic stuff.
Oh wow.
So,
what, for Mosquito?
Yeah, for Mosquito. So this is organic. It's for it's actually for gardening, but it's pyrethrin and it's derived from chrysanthemum flowers.
Oh, I gotcha.
And then this is just essential oils. This stuff smells awesome. It's rosemary and geraniol and peppermint oil, so it makes everything
That's
smell
really
good.
Cool.
And it works. I say it works about 75% as good as the chemical stuff, because I got some of that down there too.
Right.
But, you know, you don't have to worry about weird side effects and stuff down the road. So
yeah.
You know,
that's pretty neat.
Yeah, and wearing the respirator is no fun either. But so I try to, if I do it the way, if I treat it properly, I don't really need to worry about breathing the stuff in too much. And I keep, you know, as many sprayers as I can. Actually, this one's broke. I broke it the other day. Don't ever put your backpack sprayer on the deck of your walker, because you'll run the hose over and rip it out of the bottom.
Yeah.
So I need to replace this one, but these two guys work. This one's actually battery powered. It is really nice.
Oh, I gotcha.
And this is just a standard Solo. I prefer the Solo sprayers over these ones. I forget what brand these
Chapin?
Yeah, the Chapin. I'm not a huge fan of the way they feel on your back. But usually I'll keep 2 with Roundup, and then I'll keep 1 with like 3-way. Something for broadleaf, so I can actually spray the lawns, because probably 2/3 of my customers, probably half to 2/3 of my customers are full service. So I'll do the lawn care, and then I'll do the pruning and everything, and then I'll also do the fertilization and weed control in the lawn, as well as doing the mosquito treatment. So a lot of times, whenever I'm talking to a customer, I try to like emphasize to get them onto that plan, because all of my customers are year-round.
Yeah.
So I'll tell them, you know, whenever you bundle these 3, the mosquito treatments are 50% off, just about. So you're only paying $30 for you know, treatments every 2 weeks. So that's
great.
When you bundle everything, they can't get it cheaper from splitting the services up. So
and then you can still make a good money on it, because you're there anyway.
Yes, and it's, you know, that's the whole name of the game, to do as much as you can in one visit. So
I agree.
You know, unfortunately, I do have a different little setup for doing my fertilizer, so I don't just do that on this truck, but I can tell you all in a little bit.
Let's do that. But we're gonna go over to his shed, and well, go ahead and show us.
Keep the fire extinguishers. You gotta keep fire extinguishers. There's one on the back and one in the front. And the DOT people love pulling over big box trucks, so
I got
they appreciate.
But I see you got your numbers on there. You got everything you need.
Yeah. It still wasn't enough whenever they pulled me over. They like to nitpick a little bit of everything, but you know, it is what it is.
Then show us your like pickup truck, your runaround.
This is what I started with. Was this and that little trailer right there actually, and I just had the turf tracer and put the blower in the back.
See this little bed unloader thing? These are cool.
This is the second one I've had. The first one I used probably 120,000 pounds of material.
Oh wow!
Loaded with it, and this one I've had it for a couple months, so it's, you know, it's probably done, you know, 20,000 pounds, because I'll put a ton in here.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because there's airbags on the back of this, and I mean, I'll air it up to 120 psi. It'll jack the truck up like this, but here's the air things.
Oh, I gotcha.
Just gonna stick the air.
So you want to put some weight in there?
Oh heck yeah! The most I put in there was 5,500 pounds, and that was questionable. But
I'd say that's questionable.
It's 10 plies on the back, so it doesn't float. You don't notice it anymore. So it's not that bad, but you know, it's just the basic V6 5-speed, and it's somewhat good on gas. It will pull anything just about. So. You know, you don't really need a V8 to do a bunch of stuff. This is a lot cheaper on
my dad used to have this exact truck, V6. His was green.
Yeah, they're insanely
but it looked like that.
This truck has 315,000 miles on it.
Oh wow!
It runs like a top and everything. So, you know, I did kind of jackknife the trailer a little bit on it, but you know, that happens eventually if you drive a trailer long enough. But you know,
show us your other walker too.
Yeah, it's in here.
So go ahead and talk to us about this mower.
So this is the backup walker. It's like I said, it's a little bit older unit, but this is a 54 side discharge. This deck
looks awesome. It's big. It's really big.
Is very big, and it is from 1993, and it still works great. And you know, I had to put a new shaft on it the other day because this one's a little bent, but it works good. And This it's so old. If you know anything about walkers, they're spline drive, and they switched to that in like 2000. So that tells you how old this deck is. But these ones actually cross paths. So it's 3 separate blades that do cross paths.
I got you. Their time.
It can be a nightmare to time these sometimes because the cups are. It's an older thing, so you know the cups are a little bit rounded out. So you know you just kind of time it good. But I got big impacts, and I just tighten it down as good as I can. And it doesn't. I don't bag or anything. I am not a proponent of bagging anything.
Right.
So I'm not really super worried. I actually kind of want to take this off and put like a flatbed on the back.
That would be really cool.
Some of the newer walkers have a little.
Yeah, a little. I've seen a little cargo bed thing. You could like put stuff right there. If you're not gonna bag, and then you'd have way more visibility if you're like backing up
awesome.
or stuff like that.
I debated on putting like a sprayer on the front of this and stuff, but I just bought a different unit for that. But this thing, it works great. You know, I use it at home for now, but it's having a backup mower for your main deal is such a big big thing to have. I mean, if you run brand new equipment and everything, it's still going to break down. It doesn't matter how old your stuff or how new it is. You're still going to hit a water meter and bust something. So you never know. But yeah, so that's the backup one.
So you can't bag with this even if you want to, or you could?
I could if I wanted to. No, it's still.
But you gotta like put a different deck on here.
Yeah, I actually have it.
Oh, I got
it's in the back, but I mean the blower motor. I just disconnected the fan, the belt that's on this blower motor.
Yeah.
So it'll still, if I put that fan, because it just wastes power having the blower motor running whenever you don't really need it. And it also just kind of throws stuff everywhere. But I don't know if you've used these before, but like whenever these things clog up, so this is what I grew up using, was one of these. My dad bags everything, but whenever this thing would clog up, man, you would take it, you'd have to clean it out, and you kind of jiggle this, because this is for the blades, and it'll shoot grass like 30 feet up in the air.
Wow.
Like they are serious when it comes to suction. But I mean, and this is what chops up everything, is these blades right there, and they're kind of actually stuck, but you know. It's all right.
Yeah, this is awesome. So you could like make the bagger work again if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I could.
You just don't really need it.
A day, because you know this isn't the fanciest garage, but I can fix just about anything.
Oh, this is awesome. This is like a super cool man cave over here.
So but you know, I got the welders, torches, gunners, everything you could really need. You know, there's. True proponents of tools always want more, so you know,
absolutely. You can never have enough tools, right?
You can never have enough, and you can't ever have enough space, because you want to build. I want a workshop. I want this one for metalworking. I want to build another one over there for woodworking. So you end up having separate ones, and then you don't have anywhere to park your equipment. But you want me to show you the sprayer and stuff?
Oh yeah.
So I've actually
Hey, Emmy, just a minute. I want you to take a picture for us.
Because I don't know if you want to catch that, but that lawnmower is one that my stepdad bought, and I actually learned to cut grass on this one at home when I was younger.
I did too as well on one of these kind.
He bought a zero turn and gave this to me, and I have actually made probably $6,000 to $10,000 using this mower to move stuff, like materials around yards and stuff, because I have a big cart, and Amy's got it back in the back. But I mean, I'll use it to move material.
Ooh, check this out. This is cool.
So this is the fertilizer shed. So that's my next round that I am actually technically a couple days late to do, but it's been raining here in Georgia, so it doesn't really matter.
So there's your ride-on spreader sprayer.
Yeah, this is the ride-on guy.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to wheel it all the way out.
No, we don't need to.
This is a Permagreen Magnum. It's got the 5-horse Honda. It spreads. It holds 200 pounds of material for granular, and then it'll hold, I think it's like 10 gallons or something for liquids. I haven't really used it for liquids, but I will.
I gotcha.
I will coming up in late winter, early spring, because that is when you have to go pretty hard with the post-emergence around here. So I try to just emphasize.
Is it pretty lightweight as well, because that's aluminum, so it won't corrode
it's
from
not
chemicals.
Super heavy, but it is. I mean, it does have some weight to it.
But I mean, it's not as much as like a lawnmower or something. It's lighter than that.
It probably weighs 500 pounds if I had to guess.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere around there. But I mean, it's light enough to where if you fill this sucker all the way up, and like if you were on it and went down a steep hill, it would flip. But I have a little bit more ballast to me, so it helps and it doesn't flip so much.
Yeah.
But Here, hold on.
This is
Let's
awesome.
move forward.
Here, watch out. He's gonna put it back where it goes. This is cool.
But you got to keep everything inside and keep it locked up.
Fertilizer and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, fertilizer, and it's the this stuff is like gold. It's been going up in value so much.
Yeah. And then here's your surface cleaner.
Yeah,
your pressure washer.
I do.
Do you do that too?
Pressure washing. The unit's over there. I can show it to you. It's actually pretty cool. But I run that. It's 4 gallons a minute at 4,000 psi. So
yeah.
It'll clean a driveway pretty quick. And I actually cleaned the whole Toyota dealership in Athens with that thing.
Oh wow.
So that was quite a bit of profit actually doing that job. But I haven't. But this is the pressure washer. You're actually kind of sort of built it. But this was like when I bought it. It was just this part. This was the unit, and I'm pretty sure whoever bought this thing bought it custom built, because I don't know why you would have an 18 horsepower electric start V-twin on a pressure washer, but
that's a lot of power.
It's awesome though. It is awesome. So it sips gas, because you can just have it like almost idling. It holds 5 gallons of gas. So I mean, I'll use this, and I put this. This is an old nursery cart. If you spent a lot of time at Pikes when you were younger.
Sure did.
And so I got that, and I've mounted it to here and got a hose reel. So I'll put 200 foot of 3/4 inch water hose on this, so I can be 200 foot from a water source, and then I have 300 feet of pressure washer hose, or no, I think it's 250, so I can be like 400 feet away from a water source. And this will actually draw from tanks. I have some tanks, so I can actually fill up tanks, and the way this pump is, it'll actually suck water from a tank, so you can completely remote wash stuff. So
yeah, that's awesome.
It's great.
Well, thank you for showing us your setup. Real quick, so it's super cool. So tell them how you like even found out about me, because it's a cool, you know, tell the quick story about because he lives like 10 minutes away from my house. But
I started listening to podcasts, and I started listening to the Green Industry podcast. And
shout out to Paul. How you doing, bud?
And I heard him on there, and he said I'm out in Lake Oconee, and I was like, no way. So I listened to his podcast, and then I ended up checking him out on YouTube, because I heard about that on the podcast. And I started kind of noticing the backdrop where he was working. I was like, dude, I know where you're working. So I messaged him on there, and we kind of, were just like, yeah, that's cool. And then you fast forward a year, we had a baby, and we wanted to homeschool her, and they wanted to do the same thing, and our wives connected, and they were like, hey, don't y'all know of each other? And we were like, yeah, well, we've never met or anything. So here we are, and we're hanging out now, and I love it. So it's nice to have. You're actually the first buddy I've ever met that does landscaping.
Oh, I got you.
I've never really had a landscaper friend before, so it works.
Well, it's a whole underground community going on all over the world, all over the nation, so it's cool.
Oh yeah.
So thanks for having me out here to check out your setup, bud.
Yeah, man.
You're the best. Yeah, we're over at his house. Gonna eat some dinner and stop making a setup video, but that's what we were going. We were gonna let's make up this. I said when we came over, I'm like, hey, we got to make your setup video, because that's cool.
You might have to feature the lettuce wall in there.
The lettuce wall?
The lettuce
yeah,
wall
we can get a clip of that. Put it in there. Sure. Maybe that's how we'll finish it up. We'll do that. So appreciate y'all watching, and see you later. You got any last words?
Y'all just keep on working hard. It'll come around. It takes a little while, but just keep your head down, and don't worry about having the fanciest, newest stuff. As long as it works,
I agree.
It'll get you by. And if you keep 2 backups of okay equipment, it's probably better than having one nice thing. So
amen. Well, I agree. Well, thank you guys. We will see you soon. What's up, guys? I think he called it hydroponics, but so this is inside his house, and he has like a 4-inch like a water pipe, and it runs through all the different levels, and then it also runs into the fish tank, and so like the fish poop like helps to like fertilize the plants and stuff. It's so crazy, and it's inside his house, which is super cool. I think he called it like hydroponics or something like that. But that's the gist of it. I'm out here with my little daughter, if you hear in the background. But thank you for watching this video.